that caught me by surprise, man, that has went viral. So Caitlin Clark dropped the interview with the Chinese content creator, I believe. And his channel wasn't that big. And for her to sit down and talk to him, I think she got paid, bro. There's a ton of content creators over here from the States that Caitlin Clark could have sat down with. This guy channel is sitting at, now I don't know his familiarity with basketball, but I think he might be a big staple over there in China in basketball. But for her to sit down,
this was not supposed to happen. Not like this. When Caitlin Clark finally sat down for one of the most talked about interviews of her young professional career, fans expected ESPN. Analysts expected Rachel Nichols. The league expected control. Instead, Clark chose an obscure Chinese content creator, and in doing so, sent shockwaves through the entire basketball media world.
It's the biggest one, and for her not to get like this type of interview is shocking to me, but whatever, to each his own. But Caitlin Clark talked about some things in this interview that has made headlines. I have not seen this whole thing in its entirety. We finna watch it here on the channel. We're not finna watch the whole thing. I think it's 20 minutes long here.
This wasn't just an interview. It was a message. By bypassing every major American sports outlet, Caitlin Clark challenged the unwritten rules of sports media access. And suddenly, the question wasn't what she said, it was why she said it there. Because when the WNBA's biggest star breaks protocol, the league has to respond.
A winner. What happened?
They killed the lights on
How
you.
did they
Shoot the lights off.
That's right. I like that.
What is this?
Sounds like the generator maybe went off.
This beat
Two
is,
shooters out here. We shoot up.
let me see if I can get it without the beat. Let's listen.
Myself. So that's probably when I felt the most challenge, is when I would, whether it was a hard workout or a bad game or something like that. I feel like you find ways to challenge.
Like, basketball is a little bit challenging for you, or you're born to be a winner, you never feel like that.
That's a great question. Honestly, I feel like there's obviously a lot of challenging moments.
The interview went live quietly. No press release. No promotional push. Yet within hours, clips were circulating across social media. Fans were stunned. Commentators were confused. And insiders began whispering. Was this paid? Was this strategic? Or was this Caitlin Clark taking full control of her global image?
Great question. Honestly, I feel like there's obviously a lot of challenging moments throughout my career. I feel like I probably always had a lot of natural skill, but I also wanted to get a lot better at it. So I always found ways to challenge myself. So that's probably when I felt the most challenge, is when I would, whether it was a hard workout or a bad game or something like that. I feel like you find ways to challenge yourself within those moments. But I would probably say I always kind of had a natural skill for it and just a knack for basketball, but I also really loved it and wanted to get better at it.
Got you. So mostly you are born to be a winner.
I guess we can say that.
之所以我们聊天的地点会停电，是因为我们的对话
Sports media didn't take this lightly. Prominent journalists, especially those who have championed women's basketball for years, were effectively sidelined. One analyst called the move spooky, not because it was wrong, but because it was unfamiliar. The traditional gatekeepers suddenly realized they no longer held the keys.
Greatest thing for me, going throughout the recruiting process is I wanted to play for a coach.
He did a research on it, so I'm gonna do the breakdown and
Okay.
introduction for all of them.
All right. I love it.
没错，所以我做了刚刚的这个广告解析。
It's really hard to watch
以及
this, guys.
NCAA
It was a quick transition coming from college to the professional life, but you kind of figure it out. And I love being here in Indianapolis, and the state of Indiana loves basketball probably more than most places. So I think that's really special. And I think there's a lot of many exciting years ahead.
So which aspect of
This is where Adam Silver enters the conversation. Because when a star athlete independently expands into international markets, especially one as massive as China, it raises serious questions. Who controls the narrative? The league or the player? And if players can monetize global reach independently, the balance of power shifts overnight.
has changed the most because you already have your arsenals, your passing.
Yeah.
You mentioned the passing a lot.
Yeah.
And everybody knows you have the threes.
Yeah.
So which part of your game changed the most?
Changed the most. Honestly, I think you just have to add a lot to your game when you become a professional because everybody kind of knows what you're good at. So you kind of have to be better at a lot more things. You have to do different things. So I think that's probably been a learning curve of just trying to get better and better every single day. And I remember that after my rookie year. Obviously, you don't have much time when you graduate college and you come to the WNBA to like really improve and like work on your game because you have a turnaround of a month before you start.
Clark openly discussed her upcoming trip to China and her desire to inspire young players there. That wasn't accidental. That was intentional. China represents one of the largest basketball audiences in the world, and Caitlin Clark just introduced herself directly, without the league as a middleman.
So how do you feel about that?
That's pretty cool. And obviously, China's not a place I've ever been to, but I know I'll be there very soon. And I think that's super exciting. And I think having that type of reach is something that also has an impact on me. Like you get to inspire so many different people from different walks of life, but they all love the same thing. They love basketball and they love getting to watch it and become better at it. And that's exactly like kind of what my story was. I like always just wanted to be better. I loved watching it. I wanted to put a lot of time into improving my game. So hopefully I'm inspiring a lot of people in China, especially the young boys and girls, to want to really invest a lot of time to be as great as they can be.
The new highest park.
From a business standpoint, this is both exciting and dangerous. On one hand, Clark is expanding the WNBA's footprint globally. On the other, she's doing it on her own terms. For Adam Silver, this creates a dilemma: encourage player autonomy or protect league partnerships built over decades.
Going in?
I mean, not really. I think you're just a little anxious to get out there and get playing again. I felt really good. I thought there was a few periods where I felt like a little tired. I asked for a sub there in the second half or in the second quarter, and Steph got me a quick one. But other than that, my legs felt really strong. Like I felt in good shape, and a lot of that is credit to our medical team. Like have kept me in shape, even though I haven't been able to maybe be up and down as much as everybody else. It's just finding other things to do that I can find confidence in. I'm ready to play, and that's certainly how I felt out there.
Clark also revealed how brutal the transition from college to the WNBA truly is. No real offseason, no time to rebuild, just constant pressure to adapt. She admitted she's still adding layers to her game, a rare level of honesty from a superstar already under the microscope. What stood out wasn't arrogance. It was obsession. Clark described finding motivation in bad games, hard workouts, and personal setbacks. She doesn't believe greatness is given. She believes it's built daily. That mentality explains why she's comfortable stepping outside traditional systems. Some fans applauded her independence. Others accused her of disrespecting American media. But the truth sits in the middle. Caitlin Clark didn't reject U.S. outlets. She simply chose a different first move. And that difference is what made headlines. Notably, there was no immediate response from Adam Silver or the league office. And silence in moments like this is never accidental. Behind closed doors, conversations are happening. Because this isn't just about one interview, it's about the future of athlete-driven media. If Caitlin Clark can do this, others will follow. Rookies, superstars, entire teams. The old model, where access flows through leagues, is being tested. And once that door opens, it rarely closes. This moment transcends the WNBA. It reflects a global shift in sports power dynamics. Athletes are brands. Interviews are assets. And platforms no longer need approval from traditional networks to go viral. Caitlin Clark didn't break any rules, but she rewrote expectations. And Adam Silver now faces a new reality, one where the league's brightest star may also be its most independent voice. The question isn't whether this changes the WNBA. The question is how fast.